I got to figure out what half these buttons do on this thing. I swear, it's just weird to me. One of these days, I just got to go online with this phone and start playing with this menu here, because maybe there'll be one that'll make me look attractive. Maybe there's one that will artificially generate life on the planet Bulbus. There's very little going on here right now. A quiet, desolate world. Oh, look, there's a new blemish. Maybe it was a comet impact. Maybe it was a meteorite from hell. Okay, good morning, everybody. Of course, it is Monday. We have to accept the fact that it's Monday, but oh, what can I say? At least since they redid the parking lot, there's more than enough spaces over here for me to park in that I don't have to go on parking space hunt. Oh, Star Trek 2500, the search for a parking spot at Starfleet Command. I look at it this way. People are always harping on poor Captain Pike back in the original series. It's like, hey, he had a guaranteed spot to park his starship, man. He had the big, thing to hang on the, whatever, they have in a starship. They don't have a rear view mirror. And I don't know where they would hang the handicap placard, or whatever. But I'm loving how they're glossing all that over. From what I've seen, of clips of the new series. Here's Captain Pike from the future, and he's wearing a movie uniform. And I'm like, why are you using uniforms from the movies you overwrote? You overwrote all that. It's gone now. You bastards. Oh, well. I'm not kidding. I wish that if, all those old sayings were true, I could park a camera. Then again, I don't know if Gene Roddenberry has a grave. I believe he was cremated. Part of his ashes, I think, went up in the space shuttle. But if he did have one, I'm not kidding, he would be doing shit there that would make most gymnasts envious. He could probably win the Olympics from the grave. Just all the, literally flipping, rolling over, doing somersaults the whole 9 yards. Because they've completely lost the message. And speaking of lost the message, there's still no Doctor Who news, really, other than, well, now, like I said, it's funny how they never once mentioned. The only thing they would go on about and on about a few months ago was, we'll have a decision after the second season airs. There was no mention of the spinoff then, was there? It was always after the second season airs. Now you got Jane Trantner marching out on stage and going, oh no, the whole thing was after, the 2 seasons and the spinoff airs. Oh, and by the way, yeah, this was just after we announced that we've moved the spinoff to sometime next year. You see, the only thing missing is the frickin' tap shoes, the cane, and the top hats. I'm not kidding. It's a load of shit. And people are like, no, that's what they've been saying all along. Really? Go find me an article. That's what they've been saying all along. Because maybe I just missed it. I don't know. I am getting to be an old fart. Okay. No, there was never going to be a Christmas. I don't know why there's people, Fez. They didn't film one. So how could there be a Christmas special? That's another delusion that was getting passed around out there. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the people who've been pushing this dumb idea. Well, maybe there'll be a Christmas special. They never filmed one. The only thing they filmed was a bunch of reshoots. A bunch of reshoots to justify that sad-ass ending. Where suddenly, Belinda had a kid. No, she didn't. Well, now she does. Now she has a little Poppy. That's why she's been trying to rush to get back home. I'm not kidding. My eye twitch this time is just from frustration, actually, for a change. Okay, are they going forward with the Archer TV series? The problem is how are they going to screw it up? The thing is, I did like Enterprise. There were good stories there for the most part, but remember, this was once again another, we're going to rewrite Gene Roddenberry's original vision, the original series, because I think it was Rick Berman. Like I said, this is stuff I heard years ago, so this could just be my opinion. Didn't like it. And that's the only reason Enterprise got made, from what I was told. Maybe they were off. I don't know, but I kept hearing it's because Rick Berman didn't like the original series. So, and folks, trust me, the whole decon scene shit they used to have in there, that was all deliberate. Why do you think Jolene Blalock got hired to play a Vulcan? It wasn't because of her ears. Aim a little further south. I'm not kidding. Why do you think Voyager went on another couple seasons? I think they're going to cancel it after like season 3 or 4. Now you've got a Borg who's how many feet tall, who was happened to be boning the executive producer at the time, wearing a skin-tight outfit with heels in it. And it makes me wonder, in the words of Led Zeppelin, and it makes me wonder. I have not seen episode 3 of Peacemaker yet, but it's doing well okay so far. Wednesday season 2 wasn't bad, but once again, I'm going to ask the question, because I've asked this question about other characters that popped up on Doctor Who. Why was Billy Piper even there? I'm not kidding. I could go back through the last series of Wednesday, edit out everything, every scene Billy Piper was in, and it would still be Wednesday season 2 with no problems. I'm not kidding. I was like, why is she even there? Why are you paying this actress X amount of dollars just to show up every now and then? You know, maybe it's building to something in season 3, but still. Oh, yeah, bird blindness. I saw that one. Damn, bird blindness. I love they're doing a little bit more with Eagly this season. That was hilarious. Well, Alex Kurtzman, from what I heard, ain't been... I don't know. I keep hearing that he's fallen out of favor again, so I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said, I really don't... I have not given a flying rat's ass about the new wave of Trek after I saw Into Arsonist. I gave the first movie a fair shake, but right there at the beginning of the movie, instead of just saying we're going to go in our own direction, you murdered the original series created by the guy with that, timeline got disrupted bullshit. And you've got a mining ship from the future that's kicking all these warships' asses, yet they left out the scene where they actually, explain how the mining ship was kicking everybody's asses. It's basically like saying Red Dwarf could go back to Earth and take on the whole Earth fleet. Okay? And it's funny how they destroyed Vulcan. I'm like, didn't they do that in Star Trek of Gods and Men? Which was a fan-made movie? Makes me wonder if someone's reaching for ideas. And I love how fast they shut down Axanar, of course, because Prelude to Axanar was 50 times more Star Trek than any of the Star Trek we'd gotten since 2009. Hands down. And that's why they had to get rid of it. And that's why they've imposed those new limitations on fan movies. Mark, I'm not even going to go into reasons why you love that scene. Me, I think it would have been better if we just put the stripper pole in. I know. I'm only kidding. I am a dirty old man. I know. Just kidding. Sheesh. Make it rain. Well. Yeah, right now, Lady G's at home plotting my death. Okay. Oh. Just wait till you get home tonight. Are you kidding? I'm changing my name over the course of the next 9 hours. And then again, it's not like I moved to England. I can't believe the things that are going on planet Earth right now. I saw somebody arrested in England over the weekend for calling someone a Muppet. A Muppet. I saw another lady being carried down by like 3 or 4 police bobbies because she hung a British flag over a balcony railing at a demonstration. This was disruptive. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when you've reached the point in your country where flying the flag of the country you live in, you've got people walking up and arresting you or telling you to take it down because it's offensive, you are in deep shit. You better start doing the backstroke because you're about to drown in shit. I've never watched Foundation. Silo, I haven't, never really. Fallout, like I said. The Fallout series, as far as integrating the movie, the show, I mean, no, not movie, I mean, integrating the game and all that into the show was brilliant. But of course, you got all the diehard New Vegas fans who are sitting there instead of rapidly flicking their bean or flogging the dolphin or whatever you want to call it, are now already going off on the new series before it even airs. Because how dare you say that my ending that I played on my game is now non-canonical? It's like, blow it out your ass. Ugh. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, when it gets to the point you can't even fly the flag of the country you live in because it's offensive, you're in deep shit. Really deep shit. We're talking, I would not, folks, all right, listen, folks of the UK, come to me here. I know the cause is noble and just, but this is why we don't ban guns in the US. Because our government wouldn't do that. Because they know better. They just do it in a way that people buy. But okay. Then they. I loved Resident Alien. I'm believing the BS about the UK. This is coming off your own news wires. I'm not watching individual videos on DickDoc or whatever. I don't even have DickDoc. I'm watching this off your own news. Dude, you're delusional. Or George Orwell is masturbating in heaven because he called it so right. I love that. You're buying the BS. Dude, I'm watching this off your own news feeds. That's called a VPN for a reason. Okay. I'm talking VPN, not UPN, if anyone remembers that hunk of shit. But what news am I watching? Told that to the poor kids that got killed in the school. There's no school shooting in the UK. And no, I don't agree with school shootings. But the thing they never discuss in the school shootings, 9 times out of 10, the shooter was on some kind of drug when he was in his preteen years. Yeah, go look this up. Lithium, Ritalin, all these other little things, Adderall, that they gave these kids back in the school days. And then they grow up to kill their fellow students. Not to mention the one guy at Columbine was a dead-on psychopath. Yet people are getting arrested for mean tweets. You saw that one guy who was like a scriptwriter and all that got off the plane and he's immediately escorted to the pokey because something he tweeted like months ago. And trust me, if we'd had the same types of laws here, we'd be in the same boat right now in the U.S. And it's getting that way. Blinded by the light. Trust me, no. Dude, maybe I'm a transphobe, but you're definitely a grammar phobe. It almost sounds like the name of something that plays records. Gramophone, grammarphobe. Oh, well. But off that subject, because sadly it's the truth. Oh, by the way, here's one for you. If you want to stay on the podium, I think it's like way more people die in automobile accidents than in gun shootings in the United States every year. What's going to be next? We're going to ban cars? And trust me, I'm not pro-gun or anti-gun, okay? It's just the way of the world and the way it is. Mankind will continue to kill their brother over nonsense. Brother, sister, whatever. I just looked. I'm way over time. I got to get going. So please, everyone, please be kind, be calm, be safe. Try to keep your heads together in these crazy times. And I know it's a sad world we live in. You know, it's a complicated world, but we got to live in it and do the best we can. Trust me, just be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And have a great one. Over. Button. Ah! I hit the wrong button. Oops. Okay. It's that button. Sorry about that. Have a good day, everybody.